Alright, well, I'm going to let you know about Navy boot camp and A school, a little bit about A school. Okay, I graduated February 27th, 2015, and it is March, I don't know, 7th or something. Anyway, I'm going to go over some topics that a lot of people want to know. A lot of people want to know about the food. The food is pretty good, I think. It's not bad. It's not the freaking slob that they throw on the plate. It's, you got, like, ribs. I'm not even kidding. Ribs, burgers. They always have cereal there. There's pretty good food. I think I only had the same meal maybe, like, 4 times throughout the whole boot camp. And bedtime is, it's 10 o'clock at night, every night. You're going to get 8 hours of sleep. You're going to wake up at 6 o'clock. If you go to sleep at 10, you're going to wake up at 6. And your RDCs can always change it. You can always go to bed earlier, or you can go to bed no later than 10. You can go to bed at 9, but it means you're waking up at 5. Sometimes they let you sleep in an extra hour. Like our RDCs, they let us sleep in a little bit sometimes if we're good. They're mainly on the weekend, because weekends aren't duty days. You basically doing like practice inspections and stuff and clean house. Boot camp, it doesn't really get easier. I know a lot of people say, oh, after the 3rd week it's pretty easy. Nah, you just get used to it. Like adjustment, like getting yourself adjusted to how everything is in boot camp. The first 2 weeks, 3 weeks are going to be the roughest, because you're going to not be used to it. You're going to have, like, if you smoke or anything, you're going to be away from all that. There's no tobacco, so you're going to, if you have problems, stop before boot camp if you can. That way it's not hell on you whenever you get there. This is going to be hard. The gas chamber, it won't be until, like, your 5th week. It's going to be, like, a week or 2 before graduation. The gas chamber, where you got, you'll learn how to put on the gas mask, and it has a cylinder over here for the filter. And you gotta make sure it has a good seal, so make sure you shave really well before, or else you're not gonna get a good seal. Don't drink milk the day, like cereal. Don't drink milk because it cradles in your stomach and it makes you throw up. It sucks. We actually had a guy throw up. That was pretty hilarious. What they tell you, mask up whenever you get in a room with 2 divisions. You get the gas chamber room. You get in there. You line up shoulder to shoulder, real tight. There's going to be about 120 people in this one room, and you got 18 people on one row. And then I was in the very back, so it really sucked for me, because the first row they go take their mask off, and they tell you to put your cups up. So you put your mask up, and no, you don't get a cup. Your cup is your hand. You sit here with your hand here. You got your mask in the air. And time doesn't start until you bring that cup up. Make sure you bring that, because you don't want to bring that up. That's the last thing you're thinking about, because you're coughing. It sucks. You want to throw up. But once you bring that cup up, they start down the lines. They start like this, going down towards the middle. And the person on the left, it sucks, because that's where he cracks the pill and goes up. And the fan blows right on that person's face. So it really sucks. But they start going down the line. You got to say your name and your division number. And then once you said it, you gotta wait for the next person to say it. The last person says it, you leave out the door. Don't run, because you might fall. But I was the last person in the row, so it was good and well in the room. You know, that smoke, or not, it's not smoke, it's like a clear, you can't even tell it's in the room. But you're not in it much, maybe like at most 30 seconds. But it feels like forever. You're coughing your lungs out. You just keep gagging. You want to throw up. Phone calls. You're mandatory to get 3 phone calls. Our RDCs were freaking... They gave us one phone call, like the first week we were here. We got it like Saturday. So we got our, 45-minute phone call, 30-minute phone call. But it depends on your attitude, your division's attitude, and how they've been doing throughout the week. If they suck, like if your division is just not coming together, they're not cooperating, they're not coming together as a team, cleaning, behaving, they're going to cut that time down. One phone call we got was only 15, 20 minutes. So it really sucked. I didn't get to call my parents, but you get 3 of them. We got ours the first week. It was Division 1-0-0. We got it the first weekend, second weekend, and then our last one was after battle, the day after battle stations. So we're all saying, because you get, and then I can't tell y'all anything about battle stations. I signed a contract saying, so don't go around asking about battle stations because they will not tell you. It's a big deal. You're not supposed to know about battle stations. Well, you know about it, you just can't know what goes on. They'll train you for it. You'll know everything. But anyway, so you get 3 phone calls, and you may get more. If you're doing good, you may get more. I've heard, some divisions get 4 or 5 or whatever. But and then Liberty is what you get whenever you graduate. Basic. You graduate, hooyay, whatever. If you have a school here in Great Lakes, like I do, you get to say hello to your family for 10 minutes, whatever. You gotta march back to your barracks. You need to get your stuff should already be packed the night before. Grab your stuff, go down the quarterdeck, and just wait for your bus to take you across the street. Once you get here across the street, you gotta check in, go through some briefs and everything. Man, when I got here, it was totally different. I did not expect it to be like this because I was still locked and loaded from boot camp. Everybody telling me what to do, being strict, watch, don't talk, blah blah blah, whatever. We got here, everybody's laid back, and it's pretty cool. It's a way different. It's don't lose your military bearing in 8 minutes, like our chief said. Don't lose what you gained in 8 weeks in 8 minutes. So don't be going acting like a fool, whatever boot camp was. That's in the past. I don't need to act like that. You still need to keep your Navy Corps values, which is honor, courage, commitment. You still need to know how to act, how to respect people. And it sucks. And those people that have a school here won't have Liberty Watch, because they got to catch that bus and get on over to a school here. But if you're going to Pensacola or California or places like that, San Antonio, you're going to have you might have Liberty Watch. Usually it's given to the people who's been acting up throughout boot camp. So kind of be good. So you don't have that Liberty Watch, meaning while everybody's out around the town, you're stuck at the barracks just standing there. It's pointless, but you got to protect the ship. Standing there about 2 hours, maybe 4. Can't have everybody knows you can't have your phone at boot camp. So don't bring your phone back to the barracks after seeing your parents, like what I'm saying. So don't be on watch looking through your phone. You can get seriously, some guy did that, gets sent back all the way to the beginning of boot camp. Had to go through it all again. Whenever you in RTC boot camp, whenever you're walking down by yourself, you greet petty officers and chiefs. You'll learn the ranks and how to recognize them through your training guide. Petty officers will have an eagle. Usually, if they're wearing their parka during the winter, their jacket, they'll have it right here, so you can see the perched eagle with the chevrons. And you say, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, petty officer. But if you see a chief, which is a gold anchor, you can tell it's a chief because it's gold or has gold writing. Everything's gold on the chief. So you're gonna say, hello, good evening, good afternoon, chief. You're not gonna say sir or ma'am unless it's a officer. So don't go, good morning, captain, good morning, or whatever. You're gonna say, good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir, ma'am, whatever it may be. You'll learn what the captains are and all that through your training guide. You got to study. I mean, I can't say that enough. Every time of the day, you're going to be studying. You got that training guide. You're going to lunch, and you got that training guide. You're going to learn the rank and recognitions your general orders. You need to know that for watch, because they're gonna ask you, and if you don't know, they're gonna drop you and get like 40 push-ups or what if you don't know. Yeah, boot camp is easy. I think the hardest part was breaking in your boots. Now I'm saying that, oh, you're already out of boot camp, well, so you can say it was easy. Well, for me, it was tough because the RDCs had, at the beginning, I kept messing up, but I straightened up, so they kind of laid off me. It is easy. Like, just do what you're told. It sucks a lot of the times. You're going to do, it's easy if you don't listen, but if you don't, now if you don't listen and you keep messing up, you could get asthma, which means you get set back in training, like a week, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. Don't bring food from the galley into your barracks. Don't sleep, you know, like don't, oh, well, I'm gonna take a nap. No. Yeah, don't do that. There are rules, they'll tell you, they'll let you know about it, they'll be clear about it. Now the PFA is the physical test. You're gonna have tests in boot camp, whether it be multiple choice tests or athletic tests. The athletic test, you're gonna have to run a what is it, like a 12 laps. And if you're 17 through 19, you're gonna have to run it in 12 minutes and 30 seconds. You're gonna have to do 42 push-ups and 50 sit-ups. You're gonna have multiple choice, which is pretty easy. Stay in shape. Work out before you go to boot camp. It'll help a lot. Test. My recruiters didn't tell me about my test, but you're gonna have tests. The first test is gonna be 50 questions. Second test is gonna be like 65 or 60, and the third test is gonna be 70 questions. And they get pretty. I think the hardest one was like the first one. So don't you get a bad grade on it and be like, oh man, this sucks. That's what they get you. They want you to study hard. They want you to know it. Second test, it was alright. Third test, oh my god, it was the easiest. They bluffed that thing so hard because they tell you third test, if you fail it, you get asthma. Like you get sent back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You do get set back in training if you fail that test. You can pass it with the 3.2, which is like on the third test, it's like 20 questions you get wrong. You can still pass. The PFA, the last PFA, if you fail it, you get sent back in training too. You get put in a fit division, and all they do is run and exercise, and yeah, I can't imagine that'd be fun. But you're gonna have a lot of inspections throughout boot camp, a lot, and they're gonna be boring. Like you're gonna have a personnel inspection, a PI inspection, which is like you're wearing your NWUs, you're wearing your dress whites, your NSUs, your peanut butter suits. You're gonna know you're gonna put it on. Like you're gonna have inspections almost every day. Like practice, not actual inspections. You got weapons turnover. You got your guard belt. You got your holster. You're gonna have your gun, a pistol, and you're gonna have to empty the chamber, get the shell out, the magazine, give it to your relief, everything like that. You're gonna have to know questions on it. What is it? Don't rub your face. Keep your hands off your face through boot camp because you will get. Everybody gets sick. It's disgusting. A bunch of people got bronchitis when I was there. Pink eyes. A lot of people get sick because you're all jammed into that one room. We got like 88. You start off with like 88 recruits, 90. So they're all packed into that one giant room. You're gonna be showers. You get like hygiene, they call it. You're gonna shower every day. You get 45 minutes total for everybody. So that means you're in the shower for like 5 minutes. You gotta hurry up and do that. Get out, get dressed, and be ready to go. When you wake up, you get 15 minutes. You gotta make your bed, get dressed, brush your teeth, do whatever you want. Usually, a lot of people, they wake up earlier to shave. Like, I woke up like 15 minutes earlier to shave, and it only took me like 5, so I made my bed, and I got dressed too, so I was ready to go, and I was helping other shipmates out. Because teamwork is key in boot camp. You gotta help your other shipmates out. Don't let the RDCs know your name. Okay, like the the petty officers in chief in charge of your division, don't let them know your name. It's a bad thing. It's never a good thing. Sometimes. So everybody should know that. Like, you don't want them knowing your name. They knew mine first week. Alright, yeah, yes, no to the officer. You're gonna shine your boots a lot, and you're gonna learn to like it. Every day, you gotta shine boots, gotta make sure they're good. Shine your boots. That's a good way to get on their good side, to shine your boots. You're gonna have jobs in boot camp, such as A-Rock, R-Poc, Yeoman, head PO, laundry PO, forward hole. Forward hole just means like holds, make sure the cleaning supplies are on spot, put in the right areas, clean. The head POs is the bathroom. You're gonna have you got bulkhead is wall, overhead is roof, deck is floor. So don't ever say wall or floor or anything like that. Say deck. You get used to their lingo. No, R-Poc is one that holds the cut list. He's in charge of the division. A-Rock is the guy who sings cadences and is R-Poc's right-hand man kind of deal. The yeomans are in charge. You gotta usually give it up to the older individuals, and because they in charge of everything, setting up schedules, setting up like anyway, they set up everything. They do a lot of paperwork, a lot of time in the office. It's nice because you get to miss out on some of the boring stuff that the other recruits do. But everybody can get fired from their job like that. Everybody's equal. They're not, oh, Chief likes the R-Poc because he's R-Poc. No, he can get fired like that. It doesn't matter. You don't get extra pay. It's just helping the division out. P-Days. Oh my God, it sucks. It sucks so bad. It's when you first get there. The first week, you're gonna get you're not gonna sleep at all for the first 2 weeks. I mean, not an hour, not 2 hours, not at all. You're gonna be busy. I don't even think you have barracks at that time. Well, you have to shower, so maybe you do. I don't even remember. But I know you get issued your Smurf suits, which is just your sweats, and you're going to be up all the time. You got a lot of paperwork processing. That's what it's, processing days. You got medical, you get your shots, you get background dental check, all that other stuff. The peanut butter shot, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Like, for me, whenever they were giving me the shot, it wasn't that bad, but afterward, walking on it sucked. The only way to get rid of it is, everybody says massage it, it helps. For me, it just made it hurt more, but we would usually run the next day when everybody couldn't hardly walk. We would run, and usually it'd be fine. It's weird. You wouldn't even feel it. Every night before taps, it's bedtime. You're gonna the whole division's gonna line up in front of their bed, and they're gonna yell out Sailor's Creed. Their Sailor's Creed. They're gonna sing their Navy song, the Navy song, and your racks. You're gonna learn how to fold really well. I mean, like, good. You're gonna have to iron everything in your rack. You're gonna get a lot of stuff to put in there. You get this little drawer to put whatever you want in, and the beds are like this thin, and they're hard as rock. I'd rather sleep on the floor. They suck. You get to A school, and look at that. That mattress is like this thick, and they're so soft, so it's so much worth it just to get through it, just for that. Watch. Everybody's going to have watch no matter what. You got 4-hour watches, you got 2-hour watches. You got the roving watch, which walks around the compartment and writes in this deck log, and deck log is usually just like what's going on, when you get relieved, who comes in, in-house hygiene's commenced, secured, all that other stuff. You gotta have good handwriting for that. You're gonna learn to write differently. You're not gonna write normally. You're gonna write in all caps in anything in boot camp. You're gonna need to know your general orders, your 11 general orders, and your chain of command. So, because when they walk in, petty officer's chief, whoever, walk in, and they ask you, who's your fleet LCPO, you gotta know their name and their rank and all this other stuff. And if you don't, yeah, you get dropped, whatever. Don't ask the RDCs about A school or like Liberty and all that. They don't know crap. Like, literally, it just bugs them, and they can hardly tell you anything. And everything they told us was like not even close. So it's just find out on your own. Study. You got firefighting. You got you gotta learn the ship doors, like zebra. There's markings on the doors of the ship that you gotta know. That way you can pass through it or not. If you have, you gotta get permission. You're gonna learn how to communicate to the bridge, and you're gonna ask permission. You're gonna learn how to ask permission, how to talk on the phone. You're gonna learn so much stuff. Live fire, when you go to shoot to the guns, you're gonna shoot a 9mm pistol, and then you're gonna shoot a 12 gauge shotgun. You're gonna shoot a shotgun from your hip, and then you're gonna shoot it from your shoulder. Like, I got sharpshooter, which is alright. I was 2 points away from getting expert, so it made me mad. But it's pretty easy. You're gonna have practice live fire the day before, which is basically a compressed air gun. You don't shoot anything at it, but it has a laser to a board, and it has a computer screen that marks where your shot was, so you can know how to aim and everything. But live fire is just holes in paper, and they take that very seriously, so don't screw around with that either. Not much else. You get to A school, it's pretty laid back. I mean, you still have rules you gotta follow. Just do what they say. It's pretty easy through boot camp. That's pretty much it. But yeah, you're gonna the PT. It's not that. If you're worried, like, man, I'm not in shape. Just do a little bit of just exercise while you're in the DEP program. Just exercise. Do what you can for boot camp, because if you get set back because you failed your PFA, it will suck. So exercise and get what you need done, and you'll be fine. It's not that hard. You get a lot of liberty here. You can go off base. If you're phase 1, you can go off base, but you have to be back at 2200 in the weekends. But you need 2 battle buddies, so a total of 3, you and 2 other people. Phase 2, you can be back at 0, so you can be back at midnight, and you only need 1 battle buddy, and you can wear civilian clothes. So I can't wait to go to that. Get in that phase. And phase 3 is the same thing, but you can stay overnight. Like, you can show up Sunday night. It's pretty easy. So don't be worried too much. Just, if in class, pay attention in class. Don't fall asleep, because they will tell you everything you need to know, and you need to take notes, and you need to. I suck at studying. Like, before boot camp, I did not study. But until I got there, I was just writing everything down. You need to study, especially firefighting, and the tanks and everything. That's a big part. And aircraft and carrier, aircraft and ships. You're gonna need to know submarines too. You're gonna need to know them and what their purpose is. You're gonna need to know history, naval history, battles, ships from way back when the Navy was, when its birthday is. It's pretty easy. That's about it. That's all I got.